Guys, Frequency Show, shirt done by Sean, no doubt, no doubt. What's going on, y'all? Mr. Ushi himself, excuse the gut and all that, but Ushi, young man, get back in shape, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to my trainer, you know what I mean, Big Slick, you know? What's up, White? What's going on, baby? How y'all feel? One, two, three. Welcome to the Frequency Show. I'm your host, Q Wally. And I'm here with my guy for the day right now, Sean Hall. He got some things here. We're live here at www.wtmclive215.com radio. Special guest today will be Rashid Bey, Big Five Hall of Famer, legendary and South Philly Hall of Famer, man. Oh, man, when I say legendary, I mean legendary. And then right after that, this guy right here, Sean Hall.
I ain't legendary, but
we got some things in the work mixing up, man.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna get into it because I can't. It's for this guy to get into it. So, you know what I mean. We're going to get into it. I'm just happy today, man, to be back. To be back with the show, the Frequency Show. Different format. The format is going to be different. We might have some debates. But the thing I'm so proud of this time, we got the Turk Corner. Okay, guys? It's called the Turk Corner, where he just dropped his wisdom the way he dropped his wisdom, which is so beautiful. Because, how can I say it? He's Turk. You know what I mean? And he dropped jewels daily. And he dropped jewels in a way that only he can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, and another thing with the format this time, with questions and questionnaire for our guests will be the first half an hour to the first 35 minutes. Then we'll have you guys call in for you guys questions on live and in the studio. The number is 267-650-5089 if you want to call in and ask our guests, our guests, any questions starting at 7:30, around 7:25, 7:30 before the first break. Once again, that number is 267-650-5089. And today's guest will be Rashid Bey, man. One of South Philly's finest at point guard. A guy I really like, man. So I know this interview is going to be great, man. Hey, what's up, White, my guy? What's up, Var? What's up, Warren? What's going on, guys? Yeah, the thing about to start off, y'all. Give us about 5 minutes. We're here live. And the show is about to get brighter. It's about to get bigger. It's about to get stronger, and we're taking it to another level. The Turk Corner thing, man, is going to be great. More guests, more in depth with the guests as well, which we already did and we already done. So, and each time I'm bringing something for the youth, not just for the former, but we're going to the future as well, because that's what it's about. It's about helping the future in the inner city. You know what I mean? Because we was here already, but what we try to do is help out the future. What the mistakes we made and how we can give them wisdom each and every day. You know what I mean? So that's what we're here. And basically that's what the new format is with Turk Corner, because so he can drop some wisdom on the youth. He's been around, you know what I mean? Got big bro Teak here, you know what I mean? Freak. He's here. But mainly that's it with the format with the show Frequency, man. If you guys would like to call in and set up some questions for Rashid you want me to ask right now, I can. That number is 267-650-5089. And I'm on live in the Philadelphia circuit as well. If you want to just drop a question right now that you want me to ask when he gets here, because he's here and he's about to come up. So if you let me know, you know what I mean, just let me know, you know what I mean? If it's any questions that you want to go ask me, I'll ask them. So the number, once again, is 267-650-5089. Sheed is on his way. And we got a couple surprises for you today, man. It's the Frequency Show, man. Plus, I don't mean no harm to nobody or any guys out there, but this is a Sixer studio. It's a Ben Simmons studio. Ben Simmons. I'll say it again. Ben Simmons. If anybody have a problem with it, it's a Ben Simmons studio. Frequency show. You know what I mean? So we're about to get things started in about 2 to 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Oh, welcome, fellas.
WTMC Live.
Hey, here we go.
Where am I? Where do I sit?
You sit here, sir.
As you wish.
Sean, have a seat. Fellas, he's here.
Sean, you get him first. I'm sorry.
Come on, I love the jacket. Once again,
Thank you.
exquisite.
Thank you.
I love the jacket.
This
You
is all Newman.
This is all Newman. You can tell he's a little older, guys. He has a scarf on.
No. It's 25 degrees outside.
You're a little older. You're not wearing a jean jacket.
No. That's why I stopped playing football. Hated the cold as I got older.
He's here. He's here, guys.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a little chilly in here. I'm gonna keep this on, bud.
You gonna keep that on?
He's not
So
going
sticks.
real good. It's not working too good in here. But it's cool.
I'm just here for the stories.
Once again, how you doing? Turk will be in soon. So if Turk comes up, boom, you just flip over there.
Right.
But I'm glad your energy's here, your presence here. How you feeling, Day Sticks? How's everything?
Do I get one of these?
Huh?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Would you like one? Here.
Just take it. You know, they messed up the little segment we had, but it's fine.
It's fine.
All right.
But let's get into this interview
Let's go.
because it's what, November, almost December, and we was trying to get this thing done since what, June?
A little before June.
Excuse me, guys. You said a little before.
Yeah.
Wow, I apologize.
So do I.
But I'm here with
Burns.
Big Five Hall of Famer, Rashid Bey.
Thank you for that.
Why wouldn't I? I mean, when you think of athletes from South Philly and you name a few guys,
Right.
they said, hey, I'll name Red. Had him. Hey, I'll name Donnie Carr. He was here.
Right.
They named another guy. I said, well, guess what? Gotta get him.
And I'm here.
And he's here.
You know what? You must be somebody, man. Get all these big names. If Turk's coming, I'm scared.
Well, Turk-
You did something well.
Well, Turk's a part of the clan now. He's part of the show.
I appreciate that.
And he has a segment where he teaches the youth. And let's get into a few of these questions. They not just didn't come from me, they come from a few people.
Shoot.
You know what I mean? This how it starts, sir.
This is what I'm here for.
Right.
The stories.
In your eyes, right? In your eyes, Mr. Rashid, is basketball more physical or more mental?
I think it's more mental.
Okay, explain.
And the reason I say that is because when things aren't going well,
Mm-hmm.
it isn't the physical aspect of your game that's preventing you from doing something well at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's all mental.
Mm-hmm.
The mental controls the physical.
Okay.
So when the mind gets weak, the body follows. So you see a kid. Here's an example. Clear. You go to any gym in the world. You see a guy or a kid, he missed 1 or 2 shots, or he missed 1 or 2 layups,
Mm-hmm.
or he or she,
Mm-hmm.
let's say that. It's an inclusive environment,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he or she misses 1 or 2 shots, misses 1 or 2 assignments.
Mm-hmm.
What do? They drop their head.
Correct.
Their body language changes.
Right.
They're not moving as fast.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as intense on defense. They're not attacking the rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a mental thing.
Right.
And when you see in the opposite direction, a kid, male or female, an adult,
Mm-hmm.
male or female,
Okay.
they make a few shots. What do? Now, they're clapping their hands, come on, let's play D.
Right.
They're attacking the rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking to be supportive of their teammates. Their
Mhm.
energy and their body language is screaming, I'm doing well.
Right.
And I feel it.
Right.
So, for me, the mental aspect of the game needs to be developed at the earliest stages of involvement in any sport, especially basketball. Other sports, minus soccer, you have intermissions,
Right.
right?
Right.
You run a play in football, then you complete it, okay, we stop.
Right.
You get 30 seconds there.
Yeah.
Boxing, soccer, you don't get it inside. You don't get it as
Baseball.
much. And baseball is, come on, it's too long. right?
Yeah.
But high-paced, high-intensity sports environments, the mental has to be very strong.
Okay. Now, let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
When did you start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball at the age of probably 10.
10?
10.
Okay.
And the reason I started playing basketball is because of two people.
Okay.
One, Aubrey Green. You don't even know Aubrey Green probably. He's
Go.
Nate Blackwell's nephew.
I know.
So
Go.
he was older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And another guy who was a neighbor of mine, Artis McClay. Right? These guys were playing before me. I played every other sport.
Mm-hmm.
I was a baseball guy. I
Uh-huh.
was really good in baseball and football.
Uh-huh.
I started playing basketball because they wanted me to participate or
Right.
just be around them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And these two guys really got me into it. They were much better than I was.
Mm-hmm.
Their skills were more advanced than mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to compete with them to be able to, not embarrass myself. So those two guys, at the age of 10, is when I started playing. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What's up, big bro? How you feel? How's everything? We got Rashid, Hall of Famer, Big Five Hall of Famer here, man. This is special for me because we didn't come back. The Frequency show didn't come back with Joe Blow regular. We came back with a Hall of Famer, man. 2011 Hall of Famer right here.
Right.
All right.
Special.
Here's a question. I'm gonna go back to that because I like to
Bounce around.
stick. I gotta bounce around on this one
Go ahead.
because he's here.
Go
He's
ahead.
a Kentucky fan.
Okay.
He loves Wayne Turner.
Okay.
My favorite game.
Yeah.
My favorite game.
Okay.
One of them. Not gonna say my favorite game because it was the game where 2.5 seconds and the turnaround. We ain't gonna get into that. Dale Brown play some defense. Now, 26 points, four assists, 3 steals. Tell me about that game. Before the game, what did you say to yourself? During the game, what did you say to yourself? And after the game, what did you say to yourself? I only want to hear you talking to you. I want to hear from you. What did you say? Because everybody got a...
So this is the Kentucky game.
Yes, 26.
Now I have more than 26.
Nah.
These stats are wrong.
Yeah, the stats are super wrong.
Yeah, because I had 30-something.
No, it was 33. It was 33.
35.
It was 33. But the stats always come up 26 because they threw a few people some
They
points.
get y'all some of my points.
They gave y'all
Yeah,
17.
always.
Yeah. Shout out to Arthur
So in
Davis.
that
Yeah.
game, yeah, that's my guy. Though.
Yeah, shout out to Arthur
So
Davis.
before that game, it goes back probably 2 weeks before we played them.
Mm-hmm.
We were still in the first round. So we were about to play Pacific.
Okay.
Ola Wakandi was there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how crazy it is. I didn't know who he was. I'm a guy who played basketball, didn't know basketball players. I didn't know
Right.
about rankings. I didn't know any of this stuff. Anyway,
Right.
so I had I think I wasn't feeling good. And Ron Mercer came in. We were practicing down this end. He comes in, he says, "Hey coach, can you mind if I shoot down here?" So I'm on the bench. I'm not practicing, so I'm watching this guy. I'm like, this guy is like really tall.
Right.
That was the first thing I noticed.
Right.
I'm like, on television, he doesn't look this big.
Right.
And I'm like, he's a physical specimen. So that's the first thing. I'm like,
Right.
oh, dang, he Kentucky. All right, I see what they're talking about. He's working out. So for an hour and 15 minutes, he missed 6 shots. So, but he was shooting the same shots, and I'm like, oh, these must be the shots that he's going to shoot in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, we advance. They advance. Here it goes. St. Joe's versus Kentucky. I'm like, oh. Now, I'm not worried about myself. I'm not, before every game, let me say this. Before every game, I'm scared.
Okay.
I'm scared because my mental might not be there, which is going to hurt my physical. Like I just wanted, I just touched
Exactly.
upon.
Exactly.
So if I'm not locked in, I'm dead. So the night before, to take all of the attention off myself, my roommate starts saying the most asinine things that any basketball player I've ever heard say before a game. That he's gonna lock Ron Mercer. So this is Arthur Yard Davis, my roommate, my guy. That they gave him 6 points. So he had 15. He had 7. But anyway,
God.
so he's like, I'm gonna lock him. He's just a spot up shooter.
Right.
This, and that. I'm like, yeah, this boy's a lottery pick. I watched him in Utah. Did 6 shots in an hour and 15 minutes. He's way bigger than you. He's taller than you, and he's more athletic than you. And
He was more athletic than ya?
This man.
I know Ron Mercer.
Ridiculous.
I know, but athleticism more than ya?
Athleticism. I'm gonna tell you what he didn't do. He didn't show all of his athleticism in college, but if you watch his
NBA.
first 4 years in Boston, and then when he went to Indiana,
Yeah.
and then you could see like, wow, this guy's athletic. So he was just really trying to perfect the college game at that point. That's how I felt about it.
Okay.
Because even in the shoot around, he didn't dunk.
No.
He was like shot faking one dribble, jumping from really far out, but just laying it in. I'm like, whoa, that was impressive.
Right.
So
Right.
y'all took a lot of pressure off me and put it on himself. Because now, as a point guard, all I had to do is get him the ball and play some defense.
Right.
This is what I'm thinking.
Right.
So after the first 3 minutes, I realized that this is not going to go well for St. Joe's or Arthur Yard Davis. Because the guy came out, it's like he heard y'all talking in the room.
Right.
He came out. They had the same play. He always came off a down screen, curl at the foul line, catch and shoot.
Uh-huh.
He made
That's what Jamal McGlory set the high pick.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he made the first one. Boom. Y'all was all over me. I said, that was good D. Because he got to take the ball out. I'm like, that was good D.
Right.
I come down, I run a play for him. He bodied y'all. I was like, oh, get it back. Run over there now. Okay, go somewhere else.
Right.
Okay. Kentucky comes back down. He makes the second one. The same play.
Right.
And then he made the third one. On the third one,
Mhm.
he came down and said, yeah, let's go. I looked at y'all, and then I was like, I had nothing to say, like,
Right.
that was good D. I couldn't continue to say, like,
Right.
that was good D. Like, now I'm like, I think you in trouble. I said, you gotta let Dimitri guard it. We had the Russian guy.
Yeah, did double D.
He was a defensive nut. So after that, the whole team got scared.
Right.
So we couldn't break the press. People forgot where they belong. So now I'm like, what are we doing? I'm not scared. I'm more like concerned.
Okay.
So again, like y'all took the pressure off of me, thinking about that I have to play good. All I got to just get the ball across half court and make the play,
Right.
which was to just pass the ball. Then I was essentially done. So after that 4-minute segment, you know, you get a timeout, right? So we get a timeout. The coach is like drawing up some stuff on the board. The assistant coach pulls you to the side and says, let's just give Rasheed the ball, let him dribble through the press.
Right.
So,
Oh, stop right there.
go ahead.
Remember this play vivid. They put the press on you.
Yeah.
They got Wayne over here, Wayne Turner.
Yes.
They got Wayne over here. They got Mr. Epps over here, and they had Cam Mills.
Yes.
Nazi sitting at, what is it, the dotted?
Yeah.
You fake Cam, you fake Wayne. He's left on the island by himself.
Yeah.
You double crossed him.
Yeah.
A South Philly move.
Yeah. I also want right back, come back to
Yeah,
the right.
yeah, South, yeah.
Back then I never went left. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
no,
yeah. So it was a double boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
And they talked about that play for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind when you did that play? It
So-
was just off of instinct or what?
So that was an instinctive play.
Okay.
Right? So once you get in the moment
Mm-hmm.
and you really get into like, all right, I'm in my groove. Right?
Got you.
But this starts in the mind.
Okay.
Like, all right, I'm in my groove. So that go back to that timeout
Mm-hmm.
when he says, let Rasheed break the press by himself. Now I'm thinking, I'm at Vera Middle School playing at night. I'm at Taylor Street in that little small box.
Okay.
I'm thinking small places and areas where I did this.
Okay.
Like, I've been doing this.
Okay.
Now I did it. Boom, 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 boom. Once I break it a couple times, now Nazi coming out, yeah, I'm grooving already. So now I'm like, I'm just
Right.
gonna hit him with this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like he's 7 feet. And I'm
Yeah.
like, he can't stay in front of me.
Right.
So it just became a thing where it became natural.
Okay.
And I think that, again, putting it all together, my mind didn't prohibit me. Because some games, I would be out of it for like 7 minutes. But this guy coming and hitting those 4 straight shots made me say, if I'm out of this, we're going to get our doors blown off.
Right.
And there's 15 million people watching. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
my grandfather told me when I was in 10th grade, one game I played and I was out of it.
Right.
After we won, Turk was there. We played in the playoffs in the PIAA. My grandfather said, "Back up." He made everybody back up. He said, "If you ever embarrass yourself or this family again, I'm gonna put my foot where it don't belong."
Right.
And I was like, "Well, what did I do?" He said, "You weren't playing.
Wow.
You were out there, but you weren't playing. You weren't doing anything." He was just going in on me. I'm like, hey. Now all this talk, guess what I said to myself at that time?
What?
I didn't know you knew about basketball.
Right.
I didn't know about basketball.
Right.
So since that time, I always try to go out there and play and try to prepare myself for success, and that's what I did. And if you don't do that mentally first, you're dead. You can't come to the arena and says, no, you got to do that. You know, starting when you first pick up a ball. What are you doing?
Right.
What is your objective here? And I think that a lot of kids don't get this kind of information. They just working out. And I always say, more kids are working out, but they're terrible. Something's wrong. Because the mental is not connected.
Right.
It's not connected to the physical. So they just going through the motions, really, and they're getting tired, and they're sweating. Yeah, it's a workout, but it's not going to translate.
Let me ask you a question. But that's what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Keep them coming. I'm here to answer questions.
You,
Yes.
right now, in this room,
Yes.
take yourself out there. What can you say to the young guy at Newman? What advice could you give him to do something different and the mistakes not to make those, or to make those mistakes to make you
Right.
better? What would you say to the young Rashid at Newman?
So at Newman, I would say, develop your shot early.
Wow.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I would also say to that young guy, learn the game. I didn't learn the game until I was a sophomore in college. I knew how to play the game,
Wow.
but I didn't know the game.
Okay.
So when I learned the game,
Mhm.
that's when I became an NBA prospect. And I didn't realize why. I'm like, well, I'm not really doing anything different. And my coach said, no, you're playing a mental game that's transforming your physical play, and people taking notice of that. And also,
Mhm.
you're winning.
Mhm.
See, you can't do all of this and lose, because losers get nothing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not 6'5".
Right.
If I'm 6'5", I can lose all my games
Yeah.
and be the #1 pick.
Right. Right.
A la Markel Fultz. I can't do that at
Right.
5'11". You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So, but even that, I wasn't thinking about being an NBA player. I
Right.
was thinking about just trying to compete and be the best me that I could be.
Right.
But if I could talk to Rashid back then, I would have told him, develop your shot.
Okay.
Learn to play the game of basketball.
Okay.
Definitely master your position. This is what we say. The NBA is fooling all of you. They're telling you, oh, it's positionless basketball. This is a joke behind closed doors that the players aren't good enough to do their position. So they make up terminology like positionless basketball. How? The game is predicated on people being a certain position and being in certain places.
Right.
That is the rules of basketball.
Right.
You changing all of that?
Yeah.
No, that's not allowed. That's why they don't do it in Europe. That's why all these Europeans are coming over here, because they know the position.
Uh-huh.
Physically and athletically, 99% of them can't compete.
Right.
But they all know that position.
Uh-huh.
And whatever position they are, they do it.
Wow.
They might not be great. They're good, though. They're not going to be great because of the athletic phenomenons that we have in this country.
Right.
They can't compete with that. But when you watch them just play basketball, they're playing basketball. When you watch our guys play basketball, they're playing street ball. There's a difference. They merged it all together to make it seem like more entertainment.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not entertaining. Because there's only 4 or 5 good teams. The rest of them, I don't even care to watch them.
But that's what I see. I mean, cut you
Go
off.
ahead. You can cut me off.
I see that in Kentucky, and I see Kentucky being taught basketball, and they can't get it.
Yeah.
Duke is being let to play street
Yes.
ball, and they are killing.
Yes.
That's what I see. I was like, hold up. Cal trying to teach these boys, they can't get it together. They got the same high recruits, maybe 4 more on the team. These guys got 3 guys. Hell, they just running around shooting threes, dunking, killing everybody.
Right.
Cal, he got to stop teaching. Just let them play. Maybe they'll win. But it helps them, though, because more of his players are becoming superstars in the NBA.
Correct.
And Duke players are fizzling after
They're
year 1
mediocre.
or 2. Yeah.
Now, to his point,
Uh-huh.
I bet everybody who would ever listen to me that Tatum was going to do exactly what he's doing right now. I said, you want to bet he's not going to be able to reproduce this? As a starter, right? He
Right.
caught him off. He caught the league off guard because he was like, whoa, they didn't foresee this.
Mhm.
They couldn't game plan for it.
Mhm.
Now they're game planning for it. His numbers are down.
Yeah.
You don't even hear him. Kyrie didn't overshadow him anyway. That's my now. See, he's the anomaly from Duke. So you have 2. You only have 2 from Duke in the last 25 years. You have Grant Hill and Kyrie. The rest of them guys are just, put them in a pot and that's it. But these 2 over here, they're the anomaly of a Duke player because they have another gear.
Yeah.
They have mental fortitude. They have basketball talents that are you can't. Some of them you can't teach. Some of them you can't put a defense scheme in for it because they can just they can do some things and you're like, whoa, you can't stop that. How am I gonna do that? So the rest of these guys are what you call fundamental junkies with limited talent.
Shane Battier. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did.
I did. Shane Battier. He got a championship, don't he?
I don't
He
recall.
was on Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did play. He played well though.
He did.
Guess what? The Einstein. This is not my words. This is the great 2-time champion Isaiah Thomas.
What? What did he say?
The Einstein of basketball is LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you think of Einstein, you think of what? A genius, a man who can think years and many, many moons away from the average person like me. Like so you're calling this man an Einstein of basketball. Now, Isaiah Thomas is a Hall of Famer,
Right.
top 50.
Yeah.
He's also saying, I'm not in his class when he says that.
Right.
He also goes on record as saying, Michael Jordan is not better than LeBron James. Why is he saying that? Because he's saying it from LeBron with all his athletic gifts, all his physical talent, and just, you look at him. He's saying he plays basketball from the neck up,
Right.
but he still can do the physical.
Right.
Jordan didn't play basketball from the neck up. And a telltale sign of that is when he retired. Then he went to the Hall of Fame. One of his coaches came in on the podium and spoke and said, we had to beg this man to pass the basketball. This is a fundamental thing in basketball. If more than one person is on you, pass it.
Two more questions. Something simple.
Yeah.
What's your favorite word? And what's your favorite phrase? Because we got a couple questions.
In life
And
or
then we gotta-
or
in life for you? What's your favorite word? Like, everybody has a favorite word that sticks to them. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
explains who they are. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, the shirt says Ushi.
Yeah.
That's me, Ushi. It has 1,000 meanings.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tell you what Ushi came from.
Right.
Me being excited. Ushi.
Mhm.
Something goes right.
Ushi.
Ushi.
Right.
You make a good move, that was.
Ushi.
As I tell them at the job, when I get my work done and my paperwork is in, it's a what moment?
Ushi.
A Ushi moment. It's a Ushi moment.
Right. Yeah. So, a phrase, my favorite phrase would be, I don't have a favorite phrase. I don't even have a phrase. It would be to, it's because it encompasses so much with this phrase, what I'm going to say. Do your best whenever you have to go in front of someone. Not when you get there. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's the preparation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big preparation guy.
That might be your favorite word.
Preparation. Know what my favorite word is? Review. Review. Because I'm constantly reviewing who I am,
Mm-hmm.
what I learned,
Mm-hmm.
who I met.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up this morning and I called him. I went to his son's game.
Uh-huh.
Camden Burns. Keep this name on your mind. Camden Burns plays at St. Thomas Aquinas.
Uh-huh.
I go to the game last night.
Uh-huh.
They don't know I'm in there.
Right.
First half, mediocre.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is he doing? Second half, he comes over and says a few things. His dad says something. And so he has the game with like 46 points. So on my mind this morning when I woke up, Turquoise in the building.
Yeah.
Always looking dapper. What's up, Turk? So I woke up and I review every conversation that I have throughout the day the next morning. So I called Tony. I called Eddie. I said, Eddie, Kansas is in better shape than I thought. Because they was double teaming and triple teaming him the whole game. And he never stopped moving. He never stopped driving to the basket. He took a lot of punishment. And for me, that's just a great sign of determination and fortitude. So that's part of my review process. I'm just constantly reviewing. You know? So when you review, you have a chance to correct yourself and maybe correct someone else. Because that's loss. That's loss. It's just, we lose that opportunity to say, you should have did this, or you could have said it that way, or I could have said it this way or done it that way.
So that goes to the next question. How come you help the basketball get better with the inner city kids?
So what I've been doing for the last 12 years, pretty much behind the scenes, I'm not looking to get any notoriety. And since you're asking me about it, I'm
Got to.
going to tell you about
That's what
it.
we're here for.
So Claude Gross, he gave me a task.
Okay.
I stopped playing ball in 2010. My son was born. I said, I don't want to drag my son all around Europe. I'm going to stop playing. Tough decision. I'm making good money. It's good money. I'm like, this is good money here. But, you know, I always said I would do that. So, Claude tells me, you have a lot to share.
Yeah.
You have to start teaching.
Right.
So I said, no. Anyone who knows me coming up, I'm reserved. I don't really want to talk a lot. This is the lot right here. I'm giving you a lot.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the spotlight. I don't want to be responsible, because that's what they do now. If the trainer, he's responsible. The kid doesn't play well, he work out with him. It went wrong. Blame him. All right. I didn't want that. Claude told me, I got to do it. I started helping kids. I started out, and it's funny, he walked in,
Yeah.
and he can validate this. It was his son,
Uh-huh.
Lou Myers, Tracy Carter. They in 6th and 7th grade at the time, going to Universal School. I'm coming to the Y 3 days a week. This is how I started. I'm like, all right, I'm going to just get these guys together. These are South Philly guys. I know his father. And I like Tracy,
Yeah.
right? I'm coming in, going over basic stuff, trying to get their fundamentals down. As things start, third week, I'm like, wow, they get better, And I told this guy, we got a phenom down here. He said, what? I said, a phenom. He's a phenom in his, when you see him, it's like a phenomenon. His son he dumped the ball 30 plus times in a workout. I was telling him to, go to the legs, crossover, all right, dunk it. And he was doing it in 7th grade. I'm like,
Right.
this is unbelievable.
Right.
That's how it started. Then I went on to Biggie and this guy and Lump. And, these numbers started just escalating all the way until I get to this guy's kid, years down the line, Camden Burns. So it started off as a South Philly thing.
Right.
Then it just turned into like, I'm just going to help kids.
Right.
I never charged them. I always just gave my time. I just did all the things, and I try to instill in them the things that I told you I would have told that young Rashid.
Okay.
Work on your jumper,
Right.
learn the game,
Yeah.
and try to master your craft of your position. I was doing that with these guys. So I helped a lot of kids. Some made it, and making it to me was just getting a free education.
Exactly.
And, I helped over 25 plus kids get into different schools. And I don't even know how many others get into Division 2s and 3s. But my primary goal was Division 1 because I was looking at, just having that alumni base from a Division 1 school to have that backing to help you push through. And then when you don't make it in basketball, they might give you a job. This is just how I was thinking. And Claude was mentoring me all the way up until his death. We talked 4 or 5 times a week. And things, it got to a point where it became fun. And at the first 5 years, I considered it a job. That's how hard it was. But
Yeah.
the kids aren't the problem.
Nah.
It's the
Parents.
They get a little gloss on them, and now they want to tell me what to do with their kid. I'm like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
I'm glad to be of service. I'm gonna walk away.
Right.
That's what I would. That's what I would do. That's what I've been doing. I'm scaling back now because I missed a lot of opportunities doing it, and it's okay. I think they're gonna come back around. I have my own son now,
Yeah.
and he's getting into basketball. He's very possessive of like my time and my energy. He doesn't
As he
like me
should.
giving me. He gives me a hard time about giving other kids my attention, but I get it. I don't get it actually because my father wasn't around, so I can't say that. I can't say.
Sir, do you have any questions, Mr. Rashid?
No, I'm just absorbing it all. This is, like you said, you don't talk a lot.
Yeah,
so to
the
hear him
quiet
talking,
assassin.
I mean, I ain't hear him talking.
This is the
much
second
also.
guy that came up here that talked a lot.
Yeah.
Rad doesn't talk at all.
At all.
Unless he's on the phone with you, talking about Green Bay.
He didn't-
11:30 at
He
night.
didn't want to talk about Green Bay last night, did he?
Unless it's 11:30 at night, hey
Right.
Q, I got something to talk to you about.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is the greatest.
Nah, it can't be. Why?
Yeah.
He's the greatest what, though?
Quarterback. He says he does it all. He got every tool. Scrambles, got the
So
ball.
what is Brady? He's second. Right. You can't speak to that though, because you're not saying
I
that.
like Montana, me
I
myself.
was about to say, what about Montana though?
I like Montana myself. He,
All right,
he
let's
didn't
get-
lose. He didn't lose in the Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there.
Back on task. What other questions you got here?
Being from South Philly, right?
Yeah.
You know, we got this bad stigma on us, like we're
Terrible.
terrible, we're mean, we're just angry at everything.
Right.
Did you take that with you on the court every time you played the game?
I did not. I took what I took on the court was just pure competitive nature.
Okay.
I didn't like I said earlier. I didn't start off playing basketball. I started off with baseball and football. So that aggression and that competitive drive, because I'm small. Like even in you can't even imagine me when I was 14. I was like 130. You know what I'm saying? 120. But I'm playing football. I'm hitting. So that really just drove me to compete, to try to be better,
Mm-hmm.
playing against older people, which they call playing up now. I'm like, I always played against older people. So I
Right.
played up all my life. Like
Right.
I told you, the two people who got me into basketball. Well, Artiste my age, but
Yeah.
Aubrey was older.
Right.
So when you get beat up on a lot when you're young
Yeah.
and you stick to it, you're going to be competitive. And that's what happened to me. And that I just was a competitive guy. It wasn't about trying to get ranked, trying to go to college. I was just trying to compete. Like, he's not going to embarrass me out here. I'm not trying to get embarrassed. I don't see that competitive drive in kids right now in Philadelphia. Why I say this, I travel all over the country.
No,
And I go to these AAU games, and these
Yeah.
guys are getting dismantled out there. It is a shame to say that this is a team the way they lose. I say, you're breaking kids' heart losing like this. You can't do this. It's not funny, man. They don't win. They don't
I'm
win games or
laughing
nothing.
because it's not funny at all.
No,
I'm
but
just laughing
it's
because
the truth.
because it's the truth.
I pop up in Dallas. I'm spending my money too. Hold on, I gotta put that in there. I'm flying all these places. Then I get out there. I feed these kids. I'm like, okay though, but they're not competing. They're doing too much working out. You gotta play. Like, I heard kids say, "I don't want to play. I want to work out." I'm like, what? Then I watch the workout. I'm like, okay, I get it. This is why we're bad in Philly. We suck. Our kids look terrible in college. This is manifesting itself at that time because it's on television. But it started when they first picked up that basketball. And these first coaches, this first interaction was not good, man. They are not teaching. All they doing is looking for the hot kid. His kid is a prime example. He was a phenomenon, I'm telling you. So everybody gravitated to him, but they weren't teaching him. They was just letting him play. Dunk on somebody. I'm like, nah, he's going to get hurt. You can't just jump from there and dunk on somebody. So this is what's happening in Philly. Also, all the good coaches are gone.
Yeah.
They got this new wave coach. You know, he might not even be a teacher at the school. He's like some other thing, and then next thing he's the coach. I'm like,
Right.
what? No way. It's not going to work, and it's not working. We're the 6th largest city. We're the 4th largest in basketball. We have no pros. Why? It's something wrong. It's the developmental stages that's killing the kids. Because he's no longer 5'2", he's 6'5". He can jump, he got muscles, but he can't play. That's happening in Philadelphia, but it's also happening around the country.
Right.
That's why more than half the draft now for the last 3 to 4 years, maybe 3 to 5 years, has come from abroad. Why? Because they can play.
Yeah.
Also, they don't have what you just asked me. They don't have an attitude problem.
No.
They're coachable.
Coach.
So they don't mind giving him the millions. At least he's gonna be a good guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not gonna go out there and shoot somebody or throw the money in the club. We gotta watch this, man. And, you know, we're the old heads now.
I hate to say that.
I don't hate to say it because that means I'm living.
I'm living.
This is a
We're the
blessing.
old heads, man. It's just I was a blink of an eye. It's
Yeah.
high school now. We're the old guys.
It's gone. You know? But you know, even once we play on 20th Street,
Yeah. The old guys.
I kill this guy.
Oh!
We kill him all the time. Man, listen. I get on the mic and I'm trying to teach.
Yeah.
Some people don't want me to do that.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, hey, he's using language that you don't even understand." But it's not really for you, it's for these young people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not really talking to people that had the time. I'm talking to this is the next generation.
Yeah.
Or the next 2 generations, because there's all kind of people out there. That's why I like to come out. This is a form of giving back. That's why I try to play the right way, so they can see. Like, I need to be doing that. I had role models when I was growing up,
Right.
in basketball and outside of basketball.
Right.
So if we were going to do that, if we're going to be in front of a crowd,
Right.
people are going to watch you and like, this guy can play. This guy's doing the right thing. So
Right.
it's fun and, you know, talk trash and all that, but we also got to or demonstrate the right thing so that these kids can hopefully pick something up because they are terrible. I don't even like going to the games unless I get in free. Am I going to get? I'm not
Oh,
paying.
guys, Sonny, what's he getting free? What's up, Rav? How you feeling today,
Kareem.
Mr. Towns? How you feeling today, Mr. Towns? Well, that's it for today.
No more questions.
No more questions.
You've been trying
Listen,
to
listen,
for 9
because
months.
listen, you didn't let me finish.
Go ahead.
It gotta be a part 2 because we got way more, but not enough time because you came a little late.
Well, you know what? I understand.
We got a lot.
Because this costs money. This is not free.
Yeah.
I see all this technology.
Yeah.
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 It's not no rinky dink operation.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
came a little late.
All right.
So you promised me a part.
I'm gonna give you a part 2 because we gotta
You
have
ready?
more, we gotta have more interaction from the people on the web.
Yeah, exactly.
From
because I had
Turk
six,
Lamont,
Turk
from
Lamont, we
here,
had 6-7 questions I can't get
Tone.
into because we got to get into Sean. Now,
Go ahead.
let's Sean about to tell these guys about what's going on.
Go ahead.
Tell them what's going on, Sean.
All right, so I'm having a one-on-one tournament
Mhm.
January 26th. For me having it, you know, guys, they had a lot of talk about being the best one-on-one players, whatever. I know a lot of the older guys not going to gravitate towards it. I got a verbal commitment from you, so I'm gonna hold you to that.
You did that, Quinn?
No, Mr. Mott right there.
Yeah, Quinn.
Quit, Turk. Yeah, quit.
Why'd you do that?
So, listen,
Oh,
I'm in.
he said
All right.
you can swing one more than my way. I like how you did that.
But no, because I feel like, you know, like she touched on earlier, you know, I feel like Philadelphia basketball is dying a little bit.
Okay.
So I just kind of want to reinvent it, so to speak, a little bit. I mean, there was one-on-one tournaments in Philadelphia, but my one-on-one tournament is about the prizes. It's about the prizes. I got a bunch of donators. Let me shout out my donators. TC Good Life, Chaz Franklin, his overseas apparel. I got Feek, his Soul Perch apparel. Mooney, shout out to you too, Mooney, because Mooney going to donate another trophy to the winning pot as well, as long as some shirts, some shorts.
You wanna
and
show
all
the
that.
guys
So,
the trophy
yeah,
all up?
so you can turn that around. I got the trophy already. It's going to be a big Hulk Hogan championship belt.
Right.
Some a little bit of stuff that I got donated from my guys at Nike. They gave me some shorts. I got some
Show
more
them the
stuff
shorts,
coming
man.
in.
These are elite shorts. These not regular.
These ain't
They Nike Elite.
right.
Yeah,
They're not cheap shorts. They like $50 shorts. You know what I'm saying?
He said,
They donating.
oh, you gotta take your time with this.
Right. You
This
gotta look
is
at
not
the name on
regular.
the box first.
Yeah, you gotta let them know who that is. You know what I mean?
Bayashi.
This is not a regular Kobe AD.
No.
Tell them what kind of
Not at
AD
all.
this is.
Not at all. These are Uji ADs.
Right.
They were, you know, they all donated.
wow.
So
Wow.
the winner will of course get a pair of these sneakers plus another pair of sneakers that's being donated.
How about that?
You know what I mean? On top of compression shorts, various basketball apparel. That's what it's about. You know, we play basketball or whatever. Each player will get a jersey that they can play in, along with a dog tag. So if you lose, you go home with something.
You at least
You know what I
at
mean?
least
You
get
at
one of
least,
these.
you at least
Yeah.
get a dog tag, and I got some.
I got mine now
I brought
already.
some for y'all.
I'm not
already.
gonna participate, but I do have a dog tag.
Sam get a dog tag and all that. So, you know, it's gonna be fun. We're not gonna have no BS refs, not half stepping this at all.
Okay.
Shout out to Wood too. Wood up at Myers. The tournament is gonna be at Myers. 58th
Okay.
and Chester, King Session. They take up the whole block. January 26th from 10 to 3. I hope y'all do
10 a.m.?
10 a.m.
To 3
to
p.m.
3 p.m. I got a bunch of verbal commitments.
Right.
I'm holding y'all to it because if y'all dudes that say y'all gonna play, then this tournament is gonna be live. Jim Bob, Waleer, Earl Pettis,
Wow.
my man Turk just
He
I mean,
committed.
He
Turk
flashed,
committed.
He flashed the money on me. You know what I
Turk
mean?
committed. He committed.
In true Turk fashion. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Oh, and shout out to Reds too, man. Reds was the very first person that entered the tournament. So big shout out.
Man-child?
Yeah. So big shout out to Tyrone, Manchild Hill. Aaron Williams, I'm hold you to your verbal commitment too. Dwayne Davis, I need you to come play.
Yeah, but-
Beefy, I need you to come play.
It ain't gonna happen.
There you go. That's why I ain't even bothered asking.
It
I
took
knew-
a lot to get me out there on
Everyone
20th
had-
Street.
So it's just
That's
we
why
just
you know,
William?
come win these prizes. It's 12 players, $80 a man.
Oh, the guy. What's his name? What's that guy's name again?
No, LeVar.
No, the other guy.
LeVar UC said Turk has entered the tournament. Guys better be on point.
It gotta be.
What was that guy I
I
was
just
playing
want to make
against?
it out the first round.
What is yours?
Yeah.
This one made out the first round. So listen.
Kenny in it?
What Kenny?
If he's in it, I'm in it.
Listen, we're not talking about 20. We ain't gonna talk about 20th Street. But the tournament, like I said, it's 12 players, $80 a man. On top of all the prizes that you'll get a championship trophy, a championship belt. You can walk around if you want to, because I would. That's just the type of person I am. It's bragging rights. And on top of the prizes, you also get $1,000. So the tournament.
Oh, you can't say that as fast.
Yeah.
Slow that down.
Right.
Yeah.
Say that again.
$1,000 on top of all these prizes that you're gonna get.
Who's she?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You can't
The
beat,
trophy?
You can't beat that with a bat.
And you get 10 of them things.
Right.
1K.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And for me, it's not about money. It's not about making money. Because we're not making no money.
Right.
We giving all this stuff away.
right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
giving it
So
away.
it's just, and the name of the tournament, thanks to you, is called For the Love.
Exactly.
You know, because that's what I want to have this tournament for. Just for the way I love the game. And
Yeah.
I just want everybody to come out and enjoy it, play, have fun, take all these free prizes and trophies and stuff, and let's try to do it at least once a year. Like that's
I'll
my
be
goal.
there.
That's my
I'll be
plan, at
there
least once
in
a
a.
year.
So if you're not gonna play, come
So you gonna
support.
be on the mic?
Yeah, just
I
come out.
will
You gonna
definitely.
do the mic?
I
He
will,
committed,
I
he
will
committed.
do some of that.
Some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Because
of the
I
mic,
think
but-
Roro's.
I was about to say,
Roro's pretty
Roro
good.
already booked in,
Yeah.
so you know.
Roro's book?
Roro's gonna be there.
Sorry, she ain't here.
Roro's
You
gonna
can
be
help
there.
out.
I'll be his wing.
We'll give Roro a break. And,
listen.
we'll bring the
I
veterans.
played the point enough in my life. I can go to the wing.
Yeah. So, your guys hit me up. I posted the flyer on social media. Y'all know I'm going to post it again. I'm going to be at y'all until this thing starts. So.
We gotta get more advertisement here.
I advertise you guys on your social media.
I don't have.
I know
no
you don't. I know
social
and
media.
you bet not.
No.
Nah,
No IG she.
No.
So,
No hashtag.
no hashtag.
You know the guys that don't have IG, they the ones that know everything that's going on.
I was about to say,
Right.
but I know
That's
everything
good.
that's
Have
going on.
everything.
Is worse than having it.
That is correct. Because they say, I know you don't have social media, but guess what? And then it just starts coming down. I'm like, oh, this is. And I can't sleep. I'm like trying to digest this stuff out of my brain. Like, what is he talking about?
So appreciate the spotlight. Appreciate you letting me promote the tournament on here. So if y'all watching, share this joint on your page, whatever groups you might be in, whatever. Share this joint, man. Let's make it big. Let's have fun.
For Philly, though.
Now, for
Say
everybody,
it again.
now,
for
for
Philly.
everybody that's
Definitely for
watching
Philly.
on the live, Q's live or whatever, we got Sean Hall here. I know a lot of people want to ask you, how old are you?
See, listen, I blame all this gray hair on Marshall Taylor. See,
Really?
yeah, I blame it on him
Stressing you out
because
in workouts?
that's who I hung with, man, when I was a young buck.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I hung around nothing but the old head, so
I get it now.
I got old.
But he has no gray
But I'm
hair.
only 38.
So you're the
I'm
youngest
38.
guy in the room.
No,
I'm
listen.
the youngest guy everywhere.
Marshall has no gray hair.
He don't.
I'm 40.
41.
See? You're the youngest guy in the room, man. Ain't that
Listen. This is the segment where it gets real because this is his corner.
Right.
something?
This is the time he talks to everybody.
Right.
Now, we had the one-on-one tournament.
Right.
You talking to the young kids?
I did mine.
You talk to the young kids? You looking quite dapper as you're. You just hear- you
Right.
just hear- Now it's time for the Turk corner, guys. I told you we got a new format where Turk just talk to guys, even if it's 2 minutes, 10 minutes, how long. Turk gonna give us wisdom how he give it. We waiting on you, Turk.
If I had a platform like this to speak on anything that was in my mind, I guess the first thing coming to me is us being better fathers. You know what I mean? If I could talk to God about anything, I could ask him any question, I would ask him, why haven't you populated the world with better fathers? You know, a lot of stuff that's going on in our communities, like even with the topic that you guys were touching on as the younger basketball players not having it, the motor, the drive, the competitiveness. A lot of that comes from your dad. A lot of that comes from your father And that doesn't mean your biological father neither. It could be a Claude Gross, it could be a T. Shields, it could be a Coach John Chaney or Fame Mitchell, whoever, you know what I mean? We need to start being better fathers to our kids and to the other kids in the community. You know, and that's one thing that touches me a lot for it. I was overseas for a long time.
Right.
And there was a lot of guys that looked out for my son.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, he was in the gym. She Babe was in the gym working out with my son, or She Atkins was in the gym working out with my son.
There you go.
That's my government.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, because I couldn't get through to it. You know what I mean? I couldn't get through to my own son. It's better if he heard it from other people. You know what I mean? So even yesterday, I came a day early, and the young ladies in there on the radio show were discussing violence in the city, in the Philadelphia, why is it so high? And it all relates back to us black men as fathers. You know what I mean? What we teaching our kids and how we let the media promote sports and entertainment, but not promote being a lawyer or a doctor or a pharmacist or whatever. I make more money right now than I did when I was playing basketball. I thought 30, 40,000 a month was a lot of money. I make more money now than I did when I was playing basketball, and I'm mad that I played basketball. I should have never went to school. Like, I should have formed a business and climbed on 3 roofs, had him climbing on 3 roofs, had him climbing on 3 roofs, make $13,000 a day, and I'm 22.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's more ways out here for us to be successful, but they're gonna put a Foot Locker, they're gonna put a Chinese store, they're gonna put a liquor store on every corner in our hood, so we don't know what to do, and we just resort to those things, buying shoes, trying to impress girls, to have sex, having money in our pocket, all of the dumb things, and because we don't have fathers, we resort to our mothers, and then that makes us we emotional now. We're men, but we fucking soft. You know what I mean? So we need more fathers in our community. Even if you're not like a father to your own kid, you can be a father to some other kids. I was involved in an altercation down 20th Street, and I had to stop and ask myself, like, Turk, what are you doing? You're about to get into a fight, and all these kids looking up to you. You got so much going on, and you about to risk it for what? All these people, they look up to us that play basketball. Their parents tell them about us. Everybody, you know what I mean? They look up to us. Sheed Bay, Turk Ramada, Kareem Towns.
Yes.
We gotta take better care of the image that we put out there. Understand that we can be the very ones that change one kid's life. Change one kid's life.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I just want to reach out to as many people as I can about us being better fathers, not only to your kids, but to other kids you see on the street. You know what I mean? So that's just off the top of my head. I couldn't think about nothing.
Told
else,
you.
know what I mean? So,
Church corner today, y'all. Be a better father. Even if it's not your own, to someone else, man.
And maybe Turk can tell us where you find a cashmere hoodie. 'Cause I know
Yes, cashmere.
Yeah.
Everyone will see you next Wednesday at 7 o'clock, part 2.
Next win? No, I'm not gonna commit that early.
Not that early? I asked.
Yeah.
We got something else in.
And it's getting cold, so I'm about to go underground.
Oh, God. So we'll see you guys next week on the Frequency Show, www.WTMC215 Live. Me, myself, Q Wiley, The Freak, Turk, The Frequency Show. That's Rashid. That's Sean Hall. That's Ed Burn Sticks. We out of here. Have a good one. Hey, the Turk Corner, man.
every